Hello, and welcome to Inside the Tornado, Brevard's very own talk show where we invite very special student athletes to come and take a dive into their lives. I'm your host, Alex Bolton, and I ask you to please hold on as you take a step inside the tornado. Today's NATO is a very special one. We have a category Garces, inviting on today Brevard men's soccer number 11, Jose Garces.
That's me, Jose Garces.
How you doing, brother?
All good, bro, and you?
I'm doing absolutely amazing. Whenever I invite people on here to Inside the Tornado, there's one question that I ask every person. Everybody's a different person, so they have a different response. And today I'd like to ask you a very important question. Who is Jose Garces?
Well, Jose Garces is a 20 years old soccer player here in Brevard, and I'm from Panama City, Panama. So I talk Spanish. That's my first language. Learn English, so that's why I'm here.
How would you say, that, when did you first learn English? Let me ask you that off first. When's the first time when you start learning English?
I started learning English back home since my middle school, because my school was all the classes I took, they were in English. So it was they were preparing us, since middle school, just everything in English.
So do you feel like that transition from Panama City, Panama to Brevard, North Carolina was easier for you because of that?
Was a little easier, but at the same time not, because back home in the middle school, the classes, talking to the professors were in English, but at the same time I talk to my friends in the classroom in Spanish, every day in Spanish, everything was Spanish. And right now here, I just not need to talk English in the classroom. It's outside, always, with my soccer teammates, wherever I go, it's just English.
And so do you feel like with, the Brevard men's soccer team and soccer in general being one of the sports here on campus that are more nationally recognized in terms of people coming from different areas, do you feel like that something kind of helps you to kind of feel like you're from home, even though you don't have many people from Panama City, Panama, but you have people who speak the same languages, you kind of makes you feel more comfortable?
Yeah, it helps a lot. My freshman year, the first time I came, on literally the first soccer practice, there was a person, Martin Aguilar.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Mexico.
Martin.
He was the first player that came and talked to me, and he was like, "Do you talk Spanish?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Me too. I'm from Mexico," and that made me more comfy, because he introduced me then to the other soccer players, and they were like, "Oh, that's cool that you talk Spanish." They were just joking around, "You wanna teach me Spanish?" and all this stuff. So it was really comfy. I would feel like he put me into more, He don't step me beside. He put me into the group, and I feel way more comfy.
And so I love how you already brought up some of your special teammates who have made you feel comfortable here at Brevard College. So before we get into the meat of the episode, the important things that everybody really came for, we're going to take a moment to have a little bit of fun. And so for today's game, I have a game for you, and it's called Guess That Teammate. And so I have some pictures of your fellow teammates here, but they're blurred out, so you really don't know who it is. But hopefully, you built a relationship with these people that you can kind of tell who these people are. And so for the first image today, I have this picture for you, and see if you can guess who this teammate is.
Yeah, that's Leonardo Sabeo.
So I told you we got some different levels that we got going on. So I said for the first couple, I'm trying to make it a little obvious. I feel like him holding the ball above his head, and the way he's standing, you can see his body. Really,
yeah,
it's so obviously him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, also the captain.
Mm-hmm.
He's the captain from the team, so
kind of made it easy for you.
Yeah.
And so again, this one, I feel like this is gonna be the easiest one out of all of them. Let's see if you can guess this teammate.
Yeah, that's Roy Abudbu.
Okay, so he's 2 out of 5 right now. Going straight, he's only made 2 guesses. He already got 2 right. It's time to get difficult, y'all. Let's get into it.
It's Jerry.
Oh my gosh, guess that teammate. He said, I'm gonna guess that teammate. Okay, maybe I didn't work hard enough. This one right here. Who is this? Ooh, I got him, y'all. He's on the streak. He's 3 for 3 right now. Guess that teammate.
Hayden?
Ooh.
I'm not sure.
Nope, you want one guess? Look hard. Guess that teammate. Somebody put the Jeopardy music back.
I can get it.
That is Jacob.
Ooh, Jacob. go.
I think he's a grade below you, below
Yeah.
us. This is sophomore year. Yeah. So, so last but not least, now this teammate here is. Oh, I can't. That's gonna give it away. This one I felt like is the hardest image I had to make for you. This is your last and final teammate. You ready to guess that teammate?
I hope so.
Guess that teammate.
Is that Alex?
Ooh. You know, when I was making it, I even like I first found this picture. I said that looks like his teammate Alex, but they hang out.
Yeah.
It's one of Alex's really close friends. Can you guess who it is?
Oh, Lucas?
Yep, exactly who it is. That is Lucas. Can you say? Do you know his last name?
No.
Dude,
No idea. No idea.
Okay, me and Jose were talking about this before the episode. We were like, the coolest thing is like about the men's soccer teams, like the first names are all so easy to say, and then I'm like looking, I read the last name, I'm like, I'm not even gonna try because they're gonna think I'm the meanest person in the world. But
Yeah, like every time I see the last name, I'm like, how I say this? Like, it's so weird.
But I think that goes back to, like you kind of mentioned earlier in the episode, getting now to back to the regular stuff after a fun little guest that you went 3 for 5, by the way. So clap it up for you, because I'm gonna show them these pictures because they're gonna be like, who in the world are these people? Blur it out. But dude, we talk about the just how many nationalities there are on this team, and I think obviously as an American, you know, we grow up with such a patriotic outlook that everything is kind of, we focus so much on ourselves. But obviously I realize that in other countries, like, it's a lot more normal to kind of be so indulged in other people's nationalities. But even for you, coming from Panama City, Panama, how do you feel like the amount of nationalities that you've met on your team has really kind of impacted how you view other people's like cultures?
Yeah, it has impacted me a lot. Like, there's a lot of Brazilians in the team. There's one Paraguayan. Now there are more from Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and being together on the soccer team, like, helped me realize how their culture is. Because since I came here, my culture is a little different from here, from America. And also that one's different from Mexico, Israel. And it like teach me some more, like maybe in the future if I go visit those countries, I'll know more or less like how's the culture already, and I will not be like lost.
Mm. And so you kind of mentioned how there's a little bit of differences between the culture you grew up with and the culture here in America. So tell me a little bit about the culture you grew up with. What was it like growing up in Panama City, Panama?
Okay, it was really nice. First of all, the weather is different. Like in Panama City, Panama, there's like no seasons. Saying like that, it's just like summer the entire year. Is hot.
Does
the
it get
entire
cold
year.
at all?
No,
What?
not cold.
I might need to move.
It's always the same temperature. Also, here they use like Fahrenheit, right? On America.
You said Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we calculate things by
Yeah.
Fahrenheit.
Well, on Panama at home we use Celsius.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that was kind of difficult here to know.
Do
like,
you know how to, if I said it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit, could you tell me what that meant in Celsius?
No, I can't.
Okay.
But if I have to guess, maybe like 30, 32.
Okay.
Because 80 is like really hot. So like,
What was that transition like? So you like heard someone say 80 degrees outside. Was that like, what the heck?
yeah.
I'm going to die.
Yeah, like for example, Panama is always like from there 29, 30, 31, 32. So it's like really hot, and it's like that all year. Like we can kind of say like we have like winter, but it's just still hot. It's just rains every day. That's all.
So was your first time ever seeing snow when we had snow here last year?
Well, no, it was not my first time because I have an aunt that lives in Germany. So I visited her once and I saw the snow. But at the same time, it was like surprising to me because I do not see snow. Like it's not normal for me. So I was like really happy when last year it snowed here. It was like finally.
So how do you like the cold season with not really growing up with it?
Yeah, I like it. But at the same time, like I needed like to buy like pants, new clothes, you know, because I came from Panama. All I got like shorts and just shirts, you know. So I came here, I need to buy long pants, all that, like a lot of jackets. Be prepared for the cold. But at the same time, I like it because I'm getting into something new. Because I come from like hot place and it's always hot, and now it's something new, and I like it.
And so tell me, what are some things that you've kind of seen since you've come to now living? Because I'm sure you visited America before coming here, but now you kind of live here during the school year. Tell me kind of some of the things that you've noticed since you've come to America that are kind of, or let me say the United States, that is like, let's say, accepted here, but if you went back home, it's not really normal in terms of maybe like there'd be food or some things that we do here that back home would be like, that's a little weird, but now you see it here. Or what's something back home that would be normal, but here is like people don't do it.
Okay, something I noticed since I came here, like back home, every time you say hi like to a person, like for example a girl, you just go like and kiss her on the cheek. You just go like, hey. If you don't know her, it doesn't matter. That's how you say hi.
What?
Yeah, since I came here, like the first time for example, was like Evie.
Yes.
I was gonna say hi to her the first time, and she like put her hand straight. So I was like, okay. But for me, it was weird because I'm not doing that back home.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do that. We just shake hands like with the boys, not with the girls. So it was really weird to say hi to every girl just giving the hand.
And so do you also kiss your male friends on the cheek at
No,
home?
no.
Okay, but it's a handshake at home.
It's a handshake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. What? Anything else?
Maybe the food is different. For example, like I don't know how like college or universities are in Panama, but like high school, like in the cafeteria, you need like to pay for it, and it was like more like kind of like not fast food, just saying like that. Not try to be mean, but if you know you go gaff and it's like burgers, hot dogs, you know what I mean.
Back home, it was probably more like
More like-
actually kind of indulge me into back home the type of when you think of a plate from home that you eat. What does a normal meal consist of for you?
Normal meal for me sometimes can be like soup, chicken soup,
Mm-hmm.
or other times it's like a plate with rice, beans, and protein can be beef, chicken, and a side of salad. That's like how I eat in Panama.
Do you feel like the biggest difference between food here and back home is seasoning based, or just the way that they use the like? For example, when we take beef here, we turn into ground beef or ground chuck, and then we make it in a burger, or like you said, or we take all that stuff and we have chicken and beef and like pork all inside this one thing, and you get a hot dog, and that's the type of stuff that we eat here. But back home, you have the same stuff but used in different meals. Do you think the biggest difference is how we use that stuff, or the way that we season it?
No, I think it's both. For example, the way you season it is because, like, for example, the Cajun fries.
Mm-hmm.
Never seen them since I came here.
Okay.
Never. That doesn't exist in Panama. So I came and I asked like for fries, and there was the seasoning all over. I was like, "What is this?"
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I hope it's in Panama. It's pretty good. And also like the way, what you said, like putting how you eat. For example, like in Panama, we used to eat burgers or hot dogs, but that's how like kind of a snack. And here it's more kind of like a meal.
That's an interesting way to think about it, because you think like that almost makes you feel like the food we eat here is like, I don't know, like you call it a snack. You call it a snack because the portion size or the healthy side of it,
No, probably more than like the portion
The
size.
portion size?
Yeah, because like if I want to eat a meal, I want to eat a lot, so I'm going to grab like a big plate. But if I want to grab a snack, I would just grab one hot dog, one burger, and that's like to go. Something fast.
And so how do you think that transition from understanding like not only the way like the food I eat back home isn't the food I'm going to eat here, the language I speak back home isn't the language I'm going to speak here? You kind of touched on a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
I understood the transition in language wise was a little bit easier for you because you knew English, but it still was a little rough. How about the transition of lifestyle? How was that for you when you got here?
It was really hard at first because like I came, from back home. I'm living with my parents over there, and I came here and I had to live by myself. So like I have a roommate, but kind of like by myself. I need to go to the supermarket, do everything myself. If I go to the bank, like start working, work study that college offer. It's like everything right now I need to do by myself. I only need like if I need help, I just can call them. It's not like back home if I need help, I just like, hey, can you do this for me? And that's all. It was like way easier. Right now here, all I can do is call them, ask for advice, and then I need to do everything by myself. So that was like kind of difficult the first time I came. Like the first week was like everything alone. Like also new people. I'm new in a new environment and all this stuff. So it was difficult, but I think I got like good friends. I made good friends on it, and that helped me like start to understand how it works, and it's getting more easier. Like comparing right now my junior year than my freshman year is like completely different now. It's way easier right now.
How do you feel like your parents adjusted to that?
I think they adjust fine because like we have a rule. We FaceTime like every each day, Like one day yes, other day no, but we text every day. So like
Mm.
I gather information or whatever I do, something important, I just call them and tell them and like I'm keeping them update about everything I do. So I think they're hanging right on that side. But at the same time, like my freshman year, I can tell I was not the same of them because I was like not in my house. They were like all the time, entire time I was there with them, and now I'm not.
And it's just like a big adjustment for like both of you because like
Yeah,
I guess you have newfound freedom and they're learning how to give you that freedom. And like I guess for me, it's like I'm only 2 hours from my parents. And you're probably you're a flight away.
yeah, I'm a
You
fly.
know,
Yeah.
that's a very big difference. And so, but now it's been 3 years of that. You've been doing it now for the last 3 years. And so, but tell me, 3 years ago, what was it that led you to make the decision to come to Brevard College beyond just the opportunity to play soccer, including that? But what was the whole thing behind it?
Okay, so in my senior year of high school, I was deciding if I wanna like stay in Panama or like go to another place, another country. But my top one country priority was the United States,
Mm.
and also like my entire year, not my entire life, sorry, I have played soccer, so I just don't wanna like leave it beside. So it was like I wanna continue playing soccer, so I started like investigating. I saw like the different like conferences, NCAA, and the other ones. So it was like, that looks fun. I wanna go. I wanna like, have a new experience, have like a new environment.
Mm.
So then like I started investigating. I started talking with my parents. I was like, hey, I wanna do it. They start helping me, and like I found like a program that was working in that moment with my club back home. So we make all the process, and also I wanna like study too because the program offered me just like come and play like semi-professional,
Mm.
but I was like, I don't want to like finish high school and that's all. I want to do college too. So I told them I want to study, but at the same time play, have like a student athlete life. And when I started investigating, seeing everything that on the internet, that kind of made me like that I want to do it, and then if I have the opportunity, I will go and do it.
You kind of talked about it a little bit there. You said you didn't just want to do high school.
Yeah,
You were like, I want to learn more. I want to advance my student life beyond just high school. I want to say I've gone, I've done the work, and I've learned beyond just high school. And so you came here and you decided to become a business major. I know freshman year, me and you shared some class together.
yeah.
How we met. So I do remember when you first got here. But so tell me a little bit, what led you to choose business as what you wanted to continue your learning in?
Okay, so both of my parents are like business majors because my dad used to work like on a bank, so it
Mm.
was related to it, and my mom works as like an accountant. So all of that lead me like to wanting to be a business major. Also in my high school, all the classes from business, I got like good grades. Like I'm not saying that I did not make an effort, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's not like I studied for a business test as I studied like for a science. Like for science, I see it like 3 days before, start studying, learning everything. But for a business test or class, I just kind of review, practice everything, and I just like flow with it.
Same way.
So I just realized like that's my major. Like that's what I want to study. It's easier for me. Like I have that ability to do it. So I'm just wanna like to upgrade the ability. Like I'm not just wanna get stuck in that. Just to learn more ways so how I can use my ability on business.
And since you come to Brevard, through the major, through just being here and learning about yourself, have you kind of learned more about what you want to do as a career when you leave here?
Not much. Like first I wanna finish like my major to see what I wanted to specify.
Mm-hmm.
But from all my classes, what I like more probably will be like accounting. I think accounting is like way easier for me. Like all the charts on the Excel and the assets liabilities, all the stuff is like kind of easy. I just flow with it. So maybe I'm might be going toward that, but I really don't know yet.
And do you kind of feel like even if you haven't fully grown to understand what you want to do as a career, that you've kind of seen some growth in yourself that's kind of showing like you're going to be ready when you graduate with whatever you do? Like, how have you seen growth in yourself to, and how has being here prepared you for graduation?
Yeah, like all the classes have prepared me for graduation. Also, like my friends are getting graduated. Like I know you know Lamont, he
Yep.
graduated last year. So
Charlemont.
so all those friends I know that already graduated are like making me feel like that I can accomplish it. It's not that difficult, you know. You just put some effort and just do it. It's
Mm.
like another phase of your life that we need to go through it.
And so, like, with that kind of being more the student side, so we kind of see, coming from Panama City, Panama. Actually, let me go back real quick to ask you a question. You
Yeah.
you spoke about coming, you want the desire to come to America to learn. Tell me, what were the opportunities if you would have stayed in Panama City like? What were those opportunities like with colleges and continued education?
Well, if I stay in Panama, I will just like continue playing on my club back home and just like looking for like university or college there that was based on business because they're like different universities. They're like separated, you know. It's not like Brevard that you come. There's like a lot of majors over there. There's like one specific for business, one if you want to study medicine or like that. But what makes me really come like United States was like the sport, playing
Mm.
soccer, new environment, want to see how it is. So
And so, where does your start with soccer begin? Now we know you did club. Now you're here in the United States playing for Brevard College. But where does that start? That love for soccer begin?
my love of soccer started like since 4 or 5 years old, I think, because like my dad introduced me to a lot of different sports like baseball, karate, and soccer. But the one that I most like loved was soccer. For example, in my house, I was like every day with a soccer ball, and every time like I tried another sport, I was like, nah, this is not for me. Just get me to my soccer practice. So until I talked to my dad, and I decided that was like soccer. Soccer is the sport I want to play. And since 4 or 5 years old, I have been playing all that time, nonstop.
And did you like always kind of what were your dreams with soccer? Do you just enjoy it and say wherever it takes me I'll go, or did you kind of have like a set goal like I want to play at the highest level one day? How was that journey like?
Yeah, like I want to play at the highest level. I want to be like professional soccer player, but also I'm like whatever it takes, you know, like if it doesn't work like that, at least like my main goal right now is like to play for my national team.
Mm.
Like if they call me play, be part of the national team. And then if I'm part of the national team, that will open a lot of options, you know, because if you're already on your national team, like clubs on different countries will watch you.
Mm.
So that my main goal is like play for my national team.
So let me ask you, what do you think that's going to take from you in terms of productivity here? Yeah, productivity here. What is that going to take for you? You think to accomplish that goal?
Making effort, a lot of effort, practice, continue. Like, for example, this year I got like 2 injuries that kept me out of the field,
Mm-hmm.
and still like having a good mentality on it, not just like giving up. I'm just continue fighting, fighting, and fighting.
Yeah, I'd say like you brought up your two injuries already. Like the hardest position in football, the hardest position in soccer is not any position on the field. It's not the bench. It's the injury report.
Yeah,
That is the hardest position in all the sports. Understanding that it's not that you're incapable of doing anything skill wise, but physically you literally cannot do anything. I know at the beginning of this season I missed the first 2 games. I know that you played 4 games this season, and then you had to miss the rest of the season due to injury. Kind of tell me, what was your mentality for this season, knowing that you had a team you were a part of, yet you couldn't really go out and play with them? What was that like for you?
yeah. It was like really sad. First time, like my first injury was on my hip flexor, so I was only like 1 week out. So it was like probably not that hard because I came like fast again.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, 2 weeks later, I got injured again. I got like a sprain in the midfoot of my left foot, and that kept me out like 6 weeks probably.
Mm-hmm.
So the entire season, and it affected me more on our last game that we lose because we did not make playoffs. So it affected me more seeing like my friends like sad on the field, giving everything the entire game. I was just on the sideline, like being able not to do nothing, like not
Mm-hmm.
at least neither warm up, neither change because I could not do it. Also, like the majority of my friends, like more closer to me, were seniors. So I saw them; they were like really sad. Like the last game of college, we did not make playoffs, and that like hit me hard because like I was not able like to help them accomplish what they wanted to. Also, I wanted to like to win conference and all that, but in maybe like in a way was more important to them because they were like seniors.
Mm-hmm.
I have another year so I can accomplish that dream, but their dream just like vanished, and I feel sad. It hurt me because I couldn't like help them accomplish that dream.
Yeah, I definitely get. I like. I had a feeling like a lot of what you were gonna say to that question was gonna kind of come from that standpoint.
Yeah.
But I definitely can understand that. And so, like for you, like you mentioned the aspect of it's almost like you're just sitting there watching. Um, what kind of led you maybe from teammates being there for you, or just kind of your own self being able to know it? But like, what made you kind of remember and be able to be reminded that you're still a part of the team, even though you can't participate with the team?
Yeah, well, always like coach always was like updating me on the stuff, like the different formations he changing and uses. He was like updating me what formations we were using. Also, our trainer Sylvia Parisi always there for help us recover. Also, my own teammates they always like, for example, if they're gonna play futsal, they always text me like, "Hey, come hang out," even though they know I cannot play, but I'm still there, and I like to be there
Mm.
because it's a sport that I love. I love to play, but I love to watch it. Sometimes it's really hard, for example, practices, just being on the bench, being able not to practice and seeing them practicing. But at the same time, I enjoy watching it. So that like helped me a lot. Like I'm still part of the team. Like they always text me like, "Hey, come hang out or come do this with us. We're playing futsal or that." Also, coach always says like, if you're injured, still be in practice. And the last game, as I told you, was on Pfeiffer over
Mm-hmm.
there, and coach gave me the opportunity to travel with them, even though I was not able to play.
Mm.
So that was like a good experience. Be together on the bus, be doing all the stuff together as a team, changing as a team, being there as a team. Like I can say like I died on the field with my team, even though I
Mm.
was not able to play.
And so it's like even though you may not have been out there, you were always with them in a way.
Yeah,
It's,
exactly.
I love to hear that. That's good. And so, like, obviously, though, this season ended up with Brevard's men's soccer not being able to make the tournament this year for a conference, which is, this might be the first time that's ever happened
I
with you
think
all.
it's the first time. Yes.
Because y'all are obviously, when we came in our freshman year together in 2023, you all ended up winning the tournament that year and being champions of the conference. And last year, y'all make it again to the final. Didn't finish it out and win the championship, but y'all made it and y'all made it far and y'all were, doing what y'all would normally do. But
Yeah.
this year, you end up going 5, 6, and 4, I believe, on the season overall. 2, 4, and 1 in the conference. With another year under your belt, you talked about the seniors who are now leaving, and it's like, dang, like I couldn't be there and help them and help them succeed.
Yeah.
Now you're going to be that senior next year. So what is the kind of the mindset for you as well as other players who are in the same position as you, and with coming back next year to make sure that you can have the effect that you wish you could have this year?
Yeah. So the mentality is like try to do the best every practice, every game. Also like supporting the other ones because I'm a senior. So for example, supporting the juniors and the sophomores, like giving them advice like to always give the best they can because like someday you will be a senior too and
Mm.
you will want that your other teammates that still have years support you to accomplish that goal. So I will just like let them know like it's like it's a team sport, you know. It's not like if I lose, it's not that I lose and you won. No, if I lose, we all lose. If
Mm-hmm.
I win, we all win. It's a teammate sport, and We need to work all together to accomplish like a goal that all of us want.
And so, like you kind of said, so your freshman year, you were here, a part of that team who won the tournament, and the team last year who made it to the tournament had a deep run. So you've kind of seen success with this
Yes.
team and with this school. So what lessons from those years have you kind of taken that you feel like are going to kind of feed into that mindset as well as the performance next year that you're looking to have with the team?
Well, I think for like the new players, make them feel they're part of the team BLD because you know how you are like a junior or senior, sophomore
Hmm.
still, and there's a new player, freshman. He's all new, and he feels like awkward. He don't want to talk and all that. And I feel like part of being junior right now and also senior next year is like part of me, like my task to make them feel part of the team, so they don't feel like that. And also I saw that last year with also the seniors and the captains that were like Colin or Wendell. They they were captains. That was their last year, and they like make everyone be one team. So I'm taking that as an advice for me next year being senior. So making everyone a team, having like a good environment in there.
And so, obviously, quick shout out to women's soccer here at Brevard College, who are now just had an amazing season, undefeated throughout the regular season, going now with the tournament, and they're still having great success. Just won 3-1 over the weekend. We understand here at Brevard College, from all sports that we have just a school spirit that is
Yeah.
undeniable. Men's football. Since I've been here, this is our first time ever losing more than 2 conference games in a year. The talent that we have on this team is absolutely insane. Probably one of the most talented teams I've ever seen since I've been here. And it's crazy not to see that success. And it's like, okay, that year it's been like that. We have 2 more games this year. We're gonna kill it, play hard. But you can't do anything about what happened before. The season for men's soccer is over. There's nothing you can say about last year anymore. It is what it is. Like you won the tournament in 2023. Cool. You did really well in 2024. And now we're going into 2026 season coming up. And so the last season's over. It's done with. But what gives you confidence in this school? What makes Brevard's men's soccer so special that you just know that even though last season was how it is, it's almost inevitable for them to get back to the point that we know what we can be.
Yeah. I think it's like the confidence everyone has. Like also like they don't stop fighting. Like yeah, we lose a game and we talk and then we continue practicing, we continue fighting and we go to the next game and fight and give everything. So I think that's what I think that is like making me think like next year it will be like a better tournament, a better year.
Mm.
Because like everyone on the team is like a fighter, so they will just fight and continue fighting, and I like that, and I think that's like the most important thing if you're playing a sport, like give everything for that sport.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's that, yeah.
And so now with this third year under your belt, heading into the last season that we have, what has made Brevard College the right choice for you from sports to as a student to just being in a place where a complete different environment than Panama City, Panama? What has made this the right decision?
Everything, everything. The people here, the professors, the advisors. Like, if you need anything, like help on anything, there's a lot of people you can go with it. Your advisor, your professors, your teammates, your friends. Like, the whole bar environment is like good. It's really good. It's fine. So I think that's really helpful, and I think that's like because I think like it's the best decision. Like Brevard College, I haven't gone to other college nor universities, but being here, I haven't think about transferring.
Mm.
Like I feel comfortable here. I feel everything is here, and I want to make my 4 years here.
And you kind of think about like when people set goals for themselves. I know a lot of people, football, basketball, soccer, whatever sport you play at the Division 3 level. It's like I want to come here, I want to perform, and I want to go D2, I want to go D1, so I can get a better chance of going professional. But like you said, you come here and you find a place where you feel like there's no reason to transfer, and so you've started to kind of build your goals around Brevard College. whether that be I want to have this many things in a season, but I want to have it here at Brevard College.
Yeah.
What are some goals now heading into the senior year that you have left for yourself? With one more year left, what are some goals on the field, off the field, as just a young man that you have for yourself that you want to accomplish?
Okay. Some goals on the field is like to be one of the best players on the team. Like be there always, keep playing always. Have like assists and goals, both of them. And outside the field, they're related to soccer. I'm gonna work on myself so try not to get injured, because I don't want to miss my last year. So I'm just gonna work myself, work hard, and I'm goals as I'm outside the field, not related to sports, will be getting better, like in person, personality and everything. And I think I have been getting better since my freshman year. I have changed stuff. I have like grow up as a person here at Brevard College. So those are my goals, like keep growing as a person, getting better each day, and on the field being one of the best ones, giving goals, assists, and trying to lead my team to the championship and win it.
Well, shoot, hey, we got it one more year here together, so I'll definitely, I'm here to support that in whatever way I can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so talk about the word support. I want to be here to support you. I thank you for coming on here with me. But, you didn't get here in this position on your own. We talked about mom and dad earlier on. I want to give you a moment here before we go to just look to the camera and just talk to the people, to give you a moment to talk to whoever you want to just say thank you to, whether you want to call them out by name or just talk to them broadly. Just want you just to forget Alex is even here. Blur me out like the pictures I showed you earlier. And just talk to the people and kind of tell them, what would you say to them? They were standing here right before you about just how they got here, just the support that you've gotten throughout the years to get you here today.
Well, I want to say thank you to my parents for having trust on me, confidence on me, of coming to a new environment, be here by myself, not with them, for supporting me every day, for every game, every class. Like, they're just putting a lot of effort, as I'm putting effort too. So I want to take thanks to them. Also to the rest of my family, always there, texting me how I'm doing, if you need anything, I'm here, and all that stuff. Also my friends back home, because every like winter or summer break I go back and I'm with them, and they're always like texting me. Sometimes they just text me, hey, I watched your game, good game, you play good, and all that. So I want to say thank you to all of them, and also thank you to the people here. Like, thank you Brevard College, thank you for my teammates, the ones that already leave, the ones that are leaving, the ones that are staying when I leave. Like, thank you to all those people.
Well, I want to go ahead and give this moment to say thank you to you for joining here with me today. I was a little late to our recording session, so I appreciate you for coming and sticking around. This has been an awesome opportunity to come and learn more about you, and I hope that everybody else has taken that and learned a lot. This has been number 11 from men's soccer here at Brevard College, Jose Garces. Again, thank you, Jose. And we are back on our regular scheduling bi-weekly here with Inside the Tornado. We'll be back here with our next special tornado for one of these special teams here at Brevard College in a few weeks. Thank you all for joining us today. And before we go, go Nados.
Go Nados.